stacking every month. Put that work in, I deserve to stunt. Bring the baddies to the front. It's the type of life that I want. It's the type of life that I want. It's the type of life that I want. Yeah. It's the type of life that I want. It's the type of life that I want. Look, I deserve some time away. I feel good cause I'm posted. Just won't put my feet in the sand. Ain't trying to be far from oceans. Don't want stress about nothing, just fruit and wine.
Yo, what's up, YouTube? Back at you with another video on today. This is Raw Detroit. Make sure you hit that subscription button, subscribe to the channel, click on the bell so that you'll be notified whenever we put up an upload. And without further ado, let's get into the installment. But before we get into the installment, guys, make sure you hit that like button and smash that like button. It's free and it don't cost you a thing. Appreciate everybody that's rocking out with us. We're trying to get the channel over to 300 subs. So if you can help us do that, make sure you subscribe to the channel. All right, guys, let's get into it. We're going to talk about Patrick Mahomes being proven in the playoffs and what Jared Goff is up against if he makes it to the Super Bowl. Now, yes, of course, I believe as a fan, and I am a fan of the Detroit Lions, I want to see the Lions, if they make it to the Super Bowl, I want to see this team win it all. Now, I know what Jared Goff is up against when he's going against Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs. Now, in the regular season, yes, Goff has had his way with the Kansas City Chiefs, and he has a great record against Patrick Mahomes. He hasn't lost a game to Patrick Mahomes. So that is something, and that's a plus to put underneath our belt and say, yes, this is one that we have to have because we know that Jared Goff has been able to dominate the matchups with Patrick Mahomes. But on the opposite side of that is the playoff Patrick Mahomes. Now, Jared Goff's record is 5-4 in the playoffs. Patrick Mahomes is a whopping 15-3 in the playoffs. He gets it done. Last year, Patrick Mahomes showed me something. I'm gonna put it like this. The last two seasons, the Kansas City Chiefs have not been at their best. They have not played their best football. Last year, Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs was not as good, but they still had the it factor in the playoffs. And they still went and beat Lamar Jackson in Baltimore. And they went and beat Josh Allen in Buffalo. And a lot of people are saying, I don't think they'll be able to win on the road. And they doubted Patrick Mahomes. He goes on the road, goes to Buffalo, beat Buffalo in Buffalo, beating Josh Allen again, and then goes to Baltimore and ends up beating Baltimore in Baltimore. Patrick Mahomes is a different type of animal in the playoffs. And if we make it against these guys, we can't take Patrick Mahomes lightly. We have to step on the gas and we can't let up off the gas. Now, definitely, I believe that Detroit can beat them. We have a team that has been created to make it to the Super Bowl. Yes, we have to toughen up on defense. Yes, we'll have to put pressure on Patrick Mahomes. And I believe that Super Bowl that Patrick Mahomes lost, the reason why he lost because the team had pressure on him. They kept getting to him. And they kind of made him look like an ordinary quarterback. That's why the team was able to walk away with the Super Bowl that year. And Patrick Mahomes walked away with his tail tucked between his legs. So this season, the Detroit Lions, yes, we match up with them well, and I definitely think that we can beat them. But the biggest thing is we know that going into the playoff, if you happen to make it to the Super Bowl, and I think in order for the Detroit Lions to make it to the Super Bowl, we need to have home field advantage throughout the playoffs. The Lions are going to have to find a way to rack up a bunch of wins this season in order to do so. Now, right behind us right now is Washington at 7-2. And then you still have the Packers with a decent record. You still got the Vikings. You still got the Cardinals out there. And you got all these teams that, Philly, all these teams that are going to be trying to, and Atlanta too. I can't forget about Atlanta as well. They're going to be trying to do some things too as well in the playoffs. But definitely, I'm confident in this team. Right now at Ford Field, the Detroit Lions are 2-0, and that is a wonderful thing. But the thing about it is Patrick Mahomes is proving himself year in and year out in the playoffs. When people doubted this man, all he do is go and win. He doesn't even have the best team right now. His team is banged up. They had to go out there and get D-Hop. The receivers are banged up. The running back was banged up. He's on his way back, though, Pacheco. But they had to go back and reach and get Kareem Hunt off the couch. And Kareem Hunt is balling right now. So I don't think you want to mess up that chemistry either, because right now, to me, Kareem Hunt should have never left that team. He always should have been a Kansas City Chief. Even when he went through the little stuff that he went through with the situation, yes, I don't agree with what he did and things of that nature, but Kareem Hunt should have always been a Kansas City Chief. He should have never went, man, that year that Kareem Hunt was on Kansas City, man, as a rookie, he was balling, catching out of the backfield, running. Kareem Hunt was doing it all. And he's having a phenomenal season with Kansas City since he has gotten back with these guys. But at the same time, we do know that Pacheco was the starter before he left. But I think they're going to ease him in whenever he gets back. The biggest thing that we have to know as Detroit Lions fans is that Patrick Mahomes is proving himself in the playoffs. Now, Jared Goff, yes, he's been to the Super Bowl. He's never won it, but he has been to the Super Bowl, and that's legit. That's definitely legit for Jared Goff. But at the same time, Jared Goff does have a winning record against Patrick Mahomes, but in the playoffs, it is a different type of ball game. It's a different type of animal. It's a different type of beast that you're messing with when you're going against Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs, and you have to be on your A game in order for you to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. If not, Patrick Mahomes will be walking away with another Super Bowl trophy. So the biggest thing for the Detroit Lions is, try to get that home field advantage throughout the whole playoffs. And then at the end of the day, let the chips fall where they may if you make it to the Super Bowl against Patrick Mahomes. But definitely I'm taking the Detroit Lions to win it all if they can make it there. And we'll see, man. All right, peace.
Stacking every month, put that work in, I deserve to stunt. Bring the baddies to the front. It's the type of life that I want. It's the type of life that I want. It's the type of life that I want. Yeah. It's the type of life that I want. It's the type of life that I want. Look, I deserve some time away. I feel good cause I'm posted. Just won't put my feet in the sand. Ain't tryna be far from oceans. Don't want stress about nothing, just fruit and wine, I'm floating. Little vacation, little mimosa, yeah. Solo trips ain't really doing nothing but chillin'. Catch my eye, I might get active for it's back to business. You know me, I cross my T's, but right now I'm recharging. Put my phone on D&D, my emails out of office. Stacking every month, put that work in, I deserve to stunt. Bring the baddies to the front. It's the type of life that I want. It's the type of life that I want. It's the type of life that I want. Yeah. It's the type of life that I want.